There's Mr. Enfuego, one half of the Baseball Junkies Podcast. Before we get the show going, we just want to make sure that both you, the viewer, and the listener are fully aware that this podcast is not intended to provide any form of investment advice. The opinions expressed here by either the host or any guest do not necessarily reflect the views of any sports card investor, organization, and or entity within the sports card market. Any discussion of sports card values in the past or present is not a guarantee of future performance. Two collectors with a common love of baseball cards, a league of her own, Mr. Enfuego. Welcome to the Baseball Junkies Podcast.
Hello and welcome to the Baseball Card Junkies Podcast. I'm your host, Adrian from A League of Her Own on YouTube.
And it's your misfit of a homie, Mr. Enfuego, also from YouTube.
Welcome everybody who's watching live with us on YouTube, and to all of you listening on the podcast or replay, welcome. Thank you so much. Appreciate you all. Pretty chill week this week in the whole baseball card side of things. What you got, Battle? How was your week? What's the latest? You pick anything up? Oh, you did have a sweet video that came out today.
I did do a video and I did a live stream, long overdue. So y'all could go ahead and catch that when y'all have time. But kind of like what you said, the hobby has been kind of stagnant with a little bit of jagged edges, and we're talking about new releases with price points, but we'll get more into that later on.
Absolutely. Yeah. Got a few things organized, picked up this week. I'm working on some videos myself. We'll talk about that later. Let's get into it. It's going to be pretty quick, I think, podcast tonight, just because not a whole lot of news, but we'll bring you what we got. Let's see what we got with the upcoming releases. All right, June 11th, the week is here. In a couple of days, we're going to be seeing some 2025 Top Series 2. Have seen a few openings of it already. Topps dropped a video last week. There's been a little bit here and there on some other channels on YouTube. Top Series 2 coming out this week. I think you caught me off guard, surprised me with the price point of what it's selling in the secondary market. What was that number you came up with again? Or yeah,
So
on
for
back to that, I think. Or
so basically for pre-order, your hobbies were 89. Jumbos was like 175, 189, something like that. Your hobby's already at 125, and it's not even out yet.
I can't make sense of it. Other people must be excited. I know there's the Black Parallels are coming back. I know there are some SP rookies, but other than that, I felt like the checklist was kind of on the weak side. I mean, there's some cool stuff in there that I'm excited for, like that Bo Bichette Golden Mirror and stuff like that. I don't plan on opening any of this though. I didn't. I gotta tell you,
Name-wise, the product's not there.
yeah, I gotta tell you, Topps. There isn't anything with Topps that I feel like is worth the money. I know, I know, but that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. This is after I tried to buy a Bowman Sapphire this week too. But I kind of wish I would have gotten a Bowman Sapphire because of what the secondary market is on it. I
Yeah.
still make what is everybody doing? Like I don't understand. So help me understand. Hit me up in the chats. We also have Topps Inception releasing on June 18th. There was a pre-order of this a few weeks ago that we told you about here on the podcast. It will be, again, available on Topps on June 18th. We talked about Topps Inception in depth a couple other episodes ago, so I'm not going to go too much in on it again. But keep your
I'm scared of the
notes.
secondary price point on that one.
I know. Keep your if you're wanting to get Topps Inception, I'd go on a top site. and click on notify me when it's available on top so you can get in there and get it for a better price, which still can be debatable, but at any rate, it's going to be cheaper than what it is in the secondary market, which is insane right now. Okay, so and then June 18th, Panini Donruss. I feel like I've been saying Panini Donruss for weeks because they had pushed it back. Let's see if it actually comes out and see how it goes. The price on Panini Donruss was ridiculous as well. Went really into that on a previous episode too, so I'm not going to bore you guys again with that. You can go back and watch one of the other episodes if you missed that. But it's Panini Donruss, and
I
Mr.
mean,
Wade is not big on Panini.
if you've seen at least one episode of the podcast, you would already know both Adrian and I are not big fans of non-licensed products.
We're not, and that's not to say if that's your thing, by all means. But I wouldn't. The amount of money that they're asking for the product, that's something I would just keep in mind. Like, if you've got to open something, I don't know what to say. I don't have anything. I'm trying to be positive right now, but I don't have anything nice to say. Don't waste your money on this. Buy stuff singles on eBay of what you do like out of it, because how much they're selling it for and what you get out of it is not looking good. Is all I'm going to say. Or maybe if they've got blasters of this coming out where you can get something for, I want to say $20, but it's probably going to be like $35 because that's what everything is right now. Go that route.
Now, don't take our advice as rule of law because we're just giving you opinions based off our experiences. I don't know about Adrian. Last time I checked, she has not hit the lottery. I don't even play the lottery, so I'm not even going down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, 100%. Remember, everything we say, don't listen to us. Do what you want, collect what you want, spend your money the way you want. We're just trying to give you helpful advice if you do have any questions or concerns. With that, let's do some product reviews. What do you
Let's
think?
do it.
We got some big ones from past a couple days here. Big ones.
Yep.
Tops had on their site the EQL release releases of 2025 Topps Sterling and 2025 Bowman Sapphire. What that means is you had to go onto their site during a certain window of time, sign up and kind of get your, let's say, raffle ticket for it, and then you would later then be notified if you won a spot of eligibility to purchase a Bowman Sapphire or a Top Sterling. A Top Sterling box, which we talked about in our upcoming releases of like last week, 2 weeks ago, maybe. It's a hobby box. It's a high-end hobby box. It's got 2 baseball cards in it, and on Topps it was about $1,200. The secondary market is well over $2,000 a box right now.
On
I'm gonna.
top of
I had to
that,
pause. I
if
had to
if
pause.
if you happen to be one of those that enjoys a break every now and then, keep this in the back of your mind. So right before we went live, I decided to do some research on what would an average price point be for, let's say, if I wanted to get into Sterling, pick up the Yankees. On the cheap side, you're looking at about $770. On the high end, about $900, which is almost half the actual cost of the box.
I can't wrap my brain around this. Now, I watched some openings of Top Sterling, quite a few. I saw Shy City Pulls, which I guess is, did he change his name and I missed that? He's not Shy City.
Genuine memorabilia,
Yeah.
Snagglepuss, Tooth Fairy, Fairy Dust, something like that. I don't know.
I don't know what he's been up to, but I did enjoy his channel and enjoy him in previous years. I haven't seen
Yeah.
him in a long time. He did a really good. I mean, he just opened a box of it, but he speaks well. And it was a good video if you want to know like price points and stuff like that. And he did get there was a bat knob in it and something that 2 cards, $2,500 at that secondary market, 1,200 if you were lucky to get it on Tops, and I'm just so then after that I went on eBay and I was looking to see what stuff sells for, and I'm just unless you hit something mega like there was an Ichiro to 5 that I saw that sold for 1,200, like so if you got the box for 1,200 that kind of paid for your box there. You still got another
Yes.
card, whatever it is. I, a lot of this I'm seeing case breaks of. There's no, very few people I'm seeing buying, getting one and just opening the one because it's so expensive. They're going to breakers who got cases of this and they're just buying, like Mr. Fuego said, get like get a team. I've seen some people do like different, the different leagues, like the AL West. You
Right.
buy that way, so you'd have because there's only 2 cards per box. You do it a case, it's a total of 8 cards.
Now, the downside of actually getting a box of Sterling, so kind of like what Adrian said, it's a 2 card hobby box, and each card is in a mini box categorized. And what I mean by that, it could be 3,000 strikeout club or 500 home run club. You might just get that, Snagglepuss Boo Boo who just broke 3,000 strikeouts. It is not guaranteed you're gonna get that big name Hall of Famer that pays for the damn box.
And furthermore, I have to say, in the whole scheme of things, this whole pump and dump theory, like they're really like focused on the bat knobs and the sides of the bat cards. There's no some of them had autos, some don't. They're cool looking cards and all the ones that have like a piece of the bat, like the bat barrel.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a 1-of-1 like bat barrel. And I'm not seeing what where it's worth 600 and up, like because I'm going off. There's 2 cards out of there. Maybe you've got 2 $600 cards. If you got it at 1,200, and then but it's not. The aftermarket is like well over $2,000, and some of the cards that they're like talking about that are I've seen the breakers like, oh my god, I got this, and I'm just like, this is okay. That's a $300 to $500 card on a good day with a
Yeah.
good player. I know. I'm so sorry if you guys came into like oh cards are so cool and stuff like that. But some of the stuff you gotta like I just want you to question. I just want you to question it a little bit. Like what are we doing here? What is Top? Tops is just taking our money. Like I want Tops to like make cool cards. I want to open. Well, I want to get cool cards. I'm not opening anything anymore. It seems like except for some blasters here and there. But I don't know. Don't make sure when you buy a card and you spend money on it, like it's a card that you like.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time to being excited about some of these things. Bowman Sapphire. I did watch some openings of that. It seemed better. Um, you get a guaranteed prospect auto. You get a guaranteed 3 different uh, colored parallels. Pretty much all the boxes I've seen have had more than 3 parallels, and quite a few have had more than one auto. I'm a sucker for Bowman Sapphire. I did try to get some on tops. In total transparency, I was trying to get one that my brother-in-law was going to buy. I was just gonna give it to him for the price the $450 it was going for on tops, and then he was gonna let me open it on the channel, which would have been awesome.
Right.
He did get a box though, so I'll be interested to see when he gets it, what he gets out of it. I just love the look of Sapphire, but $450, it's gone up in previous years. I feel like I think the most I spent on a box of Sapphire was maybe 350.
Mm-hmm.
I really remember 250 and like really cringing for that. But popular set, beautiful cards.
I mean, you really can't say nothing bad about Sapphire because it hits all those notes, minus the price point. It looks good. I mean,
The price point is killing me on
the
everything
price
right.
point is killing me,
Yeah.
but you know, it's like it makes the player actually stand out behind that background design, and then you got your colored parallels. Then you've got minimal inserts. I love products with minimal inserts. And at least with this one, the Sapphire Selection,
Those are cool.
they did right by that one.
Yeah, you've got a nice little Julio rainbow from back in the day of those.
Correct.
I
And the
still,
only thing I did see about this one though, and you may not agree with me because we've watched different videos, I
Mhm.
did see a person rip into a box where some of the cards were a little bit OC.
Yeah,
So the PC is not there.
I haven't seen that yet, but I believe you. I don't put that past Tops. We've had issues with it. I feel like I hate to say it, it happens. Shouldn't happen with such expensive cards, but it does happen. So that's what I got for product reviews this week. Let me know what you guys think. There is again one auto per box and three parallels per box on the Bowman Sapphire. All right, I'm thinking some hobby news.
Let's get it.
Okay, so not much for hobby news this week. I'll keep it short and simple. We had the Tops Exchange program that was supposed to be at the upcoming Fanatics Fest will not be there anymore. So that's interesting. I thought.
Hmm.
They posted on X due to logistical issues, they will not be there. So you know me, I love to see what people are saying and thinking about things
Right.
with this. And you know, there are people that go off on tangents like, oh, I just want my redemption from da da da, and which I guess that's not too much of a tangent here. That wasn't a good example, but you know, for as expensive of an event this is,
Hmm.
this was something that people were looking forward to. They've got redemptions that have not been they haven't been able to fulfill them, so they bring them to this exchange program to get something, usually like some cool stuff, and not going to be there, which I feel like that's a really huge disappointment.
Yeah.
I don't know. What did you think when you heard this?
No harm, no foul, because I don't plan on going.
True, true, true. Okay, but let's put ourselves in the mind of like
Now,
maybe an
I
area.
here's the thing. I mean, we don't know. I don't know too much about this exchange program because I kind of look at this as, and we've covered it in episodes past where they came up with this whole vending machine thing, right? You pay $50 for a slab, you get the slab that you paid for, but it's not recouping the value. You know, if anything, you're coming up well under what you put in for it.
Yeah. Oh man. I guess. Yeah. If you guys go on X, scroll through the comments. I love it. I love it. And like what? I don't know. I'm just wondering what the excuse. Like their logistical issues. Like you couldn't come together with the amount of money that this company. Anyways, I just can't. I can't stop myself today. Sorry.
Yeah.
So that's all I have for hobby news today. I feel like we just need to move on. We've got let's get to the top five. Unless is there anything else you want to add, Mr.
Well,
Franco?
I one thing that I did because I was looking on Twitter earlier today, and I did catch something that I felt needed to be addressed. So,
Okay.
and this is for anybody in the chat, and you could chime in if you want to. So, you're in either Walmart or Target, right? You got your products, you get it ready to check out. You see a young man or a young lady looking at the card section, trying to decide on a particular product. Let's just say Topps Heritage, for example. But then you've got a grown adult who swings on in and scoops up all the heritage from up under that young collector, not even giving him or her at least a box. You know, you as that person who witnessed that, what would your reaction be? I know what I would do.
I know what I would do too. I'm
Okay,
I'm dying. What would you do? What? Yeah.
first off, I would address this person and let them know, look, you've got individuals that's actually looking at this stuff, getting ready to make a purchase, and you just coming in and scooping it up. And then, I would jump on my little high horse and tell them, look, it's one thing to, you know, earn a couple of dollars by flipping, not taking that away from you. But
Hmm.
ultimately, the hobby is for these little people. Okay, this is they're new to it, they're young, so I'm gonna look at it as this is like a first time exposure to something bigger than what they've been accustomed to, and you're gonna deprive this kid of that. You should be ashamed of yourself. And if anything, I would have no issues bringing up a store manager, employee, whatever, and make a whole big stink about it.
I
And
mean,
if that person, actually acknowledged what I said and decided to put some back, I would have went out my way and probably picked up a box or two for little Timmy or Tanya.
yeah. I similar. First of all, a lot of these places need to like, and some do. Some do. There needs to be restrictions on the amount. I just caught like some Pokemon cards came into my Costco again this week. We're getting phone calls nonstop. It's even a thought of coming in the store. They've got emails and info coming out to us. It's two
Yeah.
per person, and this go around at my particular Costco, if you look up videos at other Costco's, wild things happen. But this Costco went pretty smoothly. Sold out in less than an hour at my store without any major issues. Other than I heard there was one or two guys that purchased, went outside and then like try to come in with a hoodie over their head or like look differently to get more. Which I roll my come on, like that's like let's be adults here. In your situation there, I'm thinking you're talking about that video with the kid that was waiting in line for the Pokemon cards. We see a little clip of it.
Yep.
There's such a little clip of it. It looks awful. I'm wondering if there's more to it than what we saw. But at any rate, like if I saw that, I'd be like, I've asked the manager, I'm like, hey, you guys need to put a restriction on this. I'm not going to say too much to the guy. I'm just going to laugh at him. I'm going to say, like, really, you can't leave one for the kid, and
Mm-hmm.
kind of just leave it at that because what kind of a world are we living in? There's just it makes me laugh when I see grown men doing this,
Yeah.
like or women. I've only seen men doing it, but it doesn't mean that there's not women out there like scalping cards for shops and stuff like that. Like I don't know, just grow up. Just grow up. It's disgusting. So, all right. How about that top five?
Now let's do some top five.
Let's get it. All right, number five of the week. Let's go. All right, we have Pete Crow Armstrong, his 2024 Topps Chrome Youthquake card. Made a splash in the sales with a 192.9% increase in the last 7 days, a 30-day increase of 130%. I think Sports Card Investor Market Movers little app thing that we get these from is kind of messing with me sometimes. But let's Pete Crow Armstrong is freaking crazy right now, so I am not surprised to see him on the list today.
I mean, he he made the list. That's all that matters. I mean, right
Mhm.
now this season he's got a 4 WAR, 17 home runs, batting 278 in the last 5 games. He's went deep twice. He's got 5 hits in those 5 games. I mean, we haven't seen a PCA like this in a little bit.
We haven't seen it yet. This is what everyone was hoping and expecting
Yeah.
from him, and he is producing right now. Very cool. Number four. Who's that guy?
Yay,
We
Shohei.
we've got Shohei Ohtani's 2018 tops base pitching number 700. This is out of Series 2. We've seen a 7-day increase of 7.6%, 30-day increase of 23.1%. Shohei Ohtani is one of the best baseball players in baseball right now. I'm not surprised to see him on the list, other than his cards are probably at an all-time high. Um, I it's a time to sell, in my opinion, not to
Mm-hmm.
buy. You do you, but he's killing it.
Agreed. I mean, thus far, he's batting 294. He's got 23 dingers. Last 5 games, hasn't really done much. He's only got 6 hits in the last 5 games.
Oh, is that
And
all?
and as of right now, we are still up against the fence if we are going to see Mr. Otani take the mound.
I know that, man. I almost forget sometimes that it's crazy. I forget he was a pitcher because he's been doing so well DH.
Yeah.
It's insane. So, all right, that was number 4. Let's take a look at number 3. Mr. Jonathan Long made the list last week as well. I did a little research myself. I know Mr. Fuego usually gives you the MLB statistics on this. First off, this is his 2025 Bowman Chrome Prospect Auto, a 7-day increase of 39.7%. Sales on this card, 30-day increase of 183.3%. This guy is hitting bombs in the minor leagues for the Cubs system right now.
Well, I mean, is he hitting bombs? Yes. And I mean, he's from the stats that he produced the last time he was on the list to now, they've gone up. He's got 71 hits, 9 home runs, 44 RBIs, and now he's at a 343 batting average.
So Cub system's got an eye on him. I'm gonna guess he's gonna get a call up probably soon. Probably playing the whole game of like waiting till after, I want to say it's like June 15th for the
I
whole.
don't doubt it.
So that's my guess on that. Jonathan Long. Cool. Number 2. Let's get to it. "2024 Bowman Draft Chrome Refractor of Jack Caglione." Got the call up. He's been on the list. Some of his cards the past couple weeks. 7-day increase of 15%, 30-day increase of 55.7%. I really feel like things are going to change if he doesn't change what he's statistically doing in the major leagues right now.
Right?
Sometimes when these like baseball players that are doing extremely well in the minors come up, like the whole adjusting to the majors takes some time. But everybody's hyped them up so much, but things are not looking to be going in the right direction for him at the moment. But what do you guys think in the comments? Let me know, because right now it's not going well.
I mean, his last 5 games, okay, he's only got 2 hits, 1 double, 1 RBI, and that's it. I mean, I'm not gonna really go into much depth about his numbers. He's only batting 95, 1 RBI. I mean, I got a feeling he's gonna get the Jackson Holiday treatment.
Yeah. So
He'll get
I'm looking
sent
at
back
our
down.
I'm looking at our comments right now saying that he got 4 hits today. So maybe things are going to turn around. I
and
did.
that's great. But I
Yeah.
mean, it's when and you hit the nail right on the head. When you've got a young player who's tearing up the minors and he's just moving up because he went from Double A, spent not even a quarter of a season, went to Triple A, spent a week in the Triple A, ended up getting called up. And I mean, he's everybody has hyped it all up, and it's probably cold feet. I'm gonna give him that.
Could be. I see all these videos. Everybody's talking about him, how hard he's hitting the ball. Yes, he's got extremely. Oh my God, his exit velo. He's hitting it too. Like nobody can. I don't know. I don't care about exit velo if you're not getting hits. You're hitting them to people. It doesn't. It doesn't count. It doesn't
Yeah.
count. I could see where you're seeing potential. And like they said, he got 4 hits today. Maybe he's getting it figured out. Maybe he's getting it dialed in. But
Yeah, I mean, he's probably got a little tutor helping him out with his mechanics. I mean, I'm not saying anything about his game defensively, but what matters most is when he's in in the batter's box. And right now in the batter's box, he is not producing. Aside from this four hit game that supposedly happened. So, I don't know.
everybody gets so mad. Oh, it's only been 6 games. Yeah, absolutely. Things can turn around. But I'm just saying, people have been hyping him up so much, and people spend all this money on his baseball cards. Like we always talk about how people spend so much money on their cards before they even get to the majors, and I don't know. So I hope I'm wrong. I hope next week he's number 1 on the list because he's been doing so good. And he's the next rookie of the year.
I see a Jack Holiday
I guess he
2.0.
can't. It's too late now. It can't be rookie of the year, right? Is it too
Mm-mm.
late? It's still.
Nope.
It's not too late. Is June
No,
15th?
it's too late. It's too
It is
late.
too late. Okay. So, all right. Let's get to number 1 this week. All right. Been on the list the past week. Was that last week? Might have been the week before as well. Jonah Tong, 2025 Bowman Chrome Prospect Auto. 7-day increase of 67.1%. 30-day increase of 112% card sales. This guy is got 2 outings recently on the Mets minor league system with no hitters. Just for his outings. For his outings. I don't know if the rest of the game
Hmm.
went that way, but he is freaking scary freaking pitcher right now, and probably coming up soon here for the Mets.
Well, the first problem I have with this kid, first and foremost, is I'm pretty sure it took 2 pieces of paper to come up with a birth certificate just to cover his name. Okay, and I say that because his full name, his government name, is Jonah Reed Tin Chi Matthew Tong.
Whoa.
Okay, but he was born June 2003. All right, he's from Canada. He was drafted 3 years ago in the seventh round by the New York Mets. So right now his stats this season, he's 4-3 with a 2.02 ERA. All right, 49 innings pitched, and he's already got 83 strikeouts. So he's doing good. Just gotta do something about that name.
They took care of the name. It looks good on the card there. It's a nice name. We're good. We're good. All right, guys. That's our top 5 of the week. We're gonna get into some banter. That's where we got most of our show at today. Um, anything else? Anything else on that top 5?
Nah.
Let's carry on. All right. This week, Teapot on the Market Movers channel. Market Movers. I can't remember. I don't usually watch it.
Yeah.
Mr. Fuego sent me this, and I did catch this one. And the title of it is the 10 worst sports cards, and little clickbaity. It's not exactly what it's about, but I did agree with a lot of things he talked about on it. Um, there's a lot of people out there. If there's money, there's going to be scamming, and there's a lot. For example, on eBay, people are putting some names on some cards in their listings, making them sound like they're something that they're not, or something more than what they are. This video, I thought, went through several instances and examples of where people that maybe are new to the hobby, or not really into the hobby, maybe getting gifts for people, something like that, and they see some of these cards, and can easily be deceived by them. And I I've got with the first one he talks about is one of my favorite ones to discuss, so I wanted to share it with you here. The Through the Years inserts. It came out, I believe that was 2021. Yes, 2021 tops. Series 1, 2, and update. You see this card, and you don't some people don't realize they're looking at a picture of the Hank Aaron Luminaries autographed card. It's just a picture of it. It's not the actual card. And if you go on eBay and look at the sales of some of these cards, like, oh, why? I think other people do that too. They see what the sales are and they're like, oh, this is a valuable card. When it's not a valuable card, it's it's just an insert. Very like it's as good as the MLB Stars insert, really. Like, which you know how much everybody loves those. So this is a video I would recommend like checking it out if you were new to the hobby, or maybe even I feel like some people even that have been in the hobby for a while don't realize like some of these cards because they're so deceiving. You went into reprints as well. Let me get to this is it's not a baseball card, but this is a great example of like Michael Jordan cards that they've reprinted the his rookie card, and some of them have like stamps and stuff to distinguish the difference to let you know that it's not his rookie card, but they're kind of hard to tell. And to the untrained eye, like somebody could pick this up and pay a lot more money for it than what it's actually worth. I think Teapot even showed himself. There was, yeah, this one right here. I think he actually picked this up at a card show, this Drew Brees, thinking he got this Drew Brees rookie card for a really good deal. When sure enough, it's exactly the same on the front, but if you take a look at the back, down in this lower left corner here, Topps reprint. So no, the value's gone. It's a copy. It's not the
Got him,
real card.
coach.
Yeah, and I mean, there's this as the video goes on, that there are some things that you can have different thoughts and feelings on. This is another good one here. This is a rookie sweaters, and like Topps Holiday that has things like this as well. I might have one sitting right here. I pulled one that I was super excited about, but it's got like the Santa hat in it, so I don't even know. I have no idea if the player actually wore it or not. Let me switch our screen back real quick to share this with you here. Sticker auto also, Jose Ramirez with the Santa hat like uh, relic in it. Um, the value is probably not worth that much. Still, I was excited to pull an auto of Jose Ramirez, but it's not like if you go on there onto eBay and they say, "Oh, ultra rare card," and like this, it's like it's a piece of material that probably didn't wear, and it's a sticker auto. Still is autograph. It's still cool. Don't get me wrong. It's staying in my PC. I like it, but I'm worried about when people go onto eBay and they don't have the knowledge, and they pay the same price that they would for a piece of his uniform that he did actually wear and a
Right.
card that he did actually sign himself.
I mean, with purchases like this, I'm gonna go out on a whim and say a lot of people who are not really as experienced in the hobby as others, there's a lot of impulse shopping. It looks cool. It's got it checks off a lot of the blocks that a young collector would look for. Big name, possible relic, autograph, more preferably on card, maybe numbered. Oh, I have to have it, without doing their actual research on it.
So good video to check out. Oh, I wanted to there's more. There's more. This is gonna tie into something we're gonna talk about here in a minute too. Certain autograph cards. this example he gave here was I thought was like the worst one. Like the type of autograph the player puts on the card. Like this product, this picture I'm showing on screen. This was in a product that people bought and spent their money on. So I'm in my opinion, it's not the player's fault if the company didn't specify what they wanted. Like, hey, we need to have a somewhat legible autograph. I know athletes are busy and they got other things. I'd rather a baseball player be focusing on how he's playing baseball. That his card will be worth money if he's playing good ball. At the same time, if I'm buying a product with an auto, it'd be nice if it was just a little bit of effort. This right here, this card right here, like what?
I mean,
He got paid to do that. He got paid to do that. Now it might not be that much, but still, it's not even some initials.
I mean, you got to keep in mind too, Adrian. This generation after ours, they forgot what they don't teach cursive in school no more.
I hear you. I hear you, but write it write it in like regular handwriting. Like I'm cool with that. I'm cool with it with block letters.
Yeah.
If I can read the name, if that's how you sign, that's
I mean,
cool
if
with
you want to
me.
give me hieroglyphics, I'm okay with that too.
Yeah, I think the rest of the video, it's kind of was like personal preference for him. Like some of the images aren't that cool. Some of them, for example, this one here, like I think he was trying to say, like, oh, it's not very cool because the picture's so bad. I kind of feel like this card is kind of cool because the picture's so bad. Like some people like to collect like the baseball players with the crazy
Yeah.
mustaches and stuff like that. This later on in the video, it to me was like more of a personal preference thing. So
It's a niche.
yeah, hundred
That's how I'm
percent.
gonna look at it because everybody has their own little unique way of collecting. Like you and I know individuals who like collecting players that's got the funkiest last names.
Yeah. When on the note of like deceiving, I wanted to share. There's more than one, but I'm picking up this eBay seller just because I really want people to be aware because the fact that it's on eBay and they're not getting like docked for it. They do have some bad feedback, but we've got this seller here, and I think you can see just from just a few of the cards that if you're familiar with the cards at all, you can see that these images have been highly like altered and doctored. And this row right here is what I really want you to like actually no, this row right here.
Yes.
This these are the stars of the MLB inserts. Oops. Sorry about that. Super common cards that come out of Topps flagship, and as you can see here, he's altered them to make them look more refractory. But I also want you to look at the prices: 39.99, 39.99, 79, depending upon the player, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I clicked more on this Shohei Ohtani. Oh man, I hate it when this. Sorry about this, guys. This streaming platform does this to me sometimes. So, and they're selling cards like this. So the Rainbow Refractor Gold Star SP insert Topps series. This is ridiculous. And he's got cards like this all over, and it's coming up every time. Like if I look up like at a very broad, like general search, like I type in Ricky Henderson cards. I want to see just Ricky Henderson cards,
Mm-hmm.
and this comes up, super, SP insert rare. Like if you're somebody that's trying to buy a gift for somebody and you don't know anything, like, and you see on here is 50% off coupon code you get it for $25. Like this is gross.
This is
So
the
I want
kind
to
of
call
stuff
out.
that this is the kind of stuff inexperienced buyers will pull the trigger on too without doing their due diligence.
And in
So
all
I
fairness,
mean,
I told you I was telling you a story about I was selling stuff on eBay and a mom that was buying cards for her son. Like she don't know any better. She's just probably doesn't even know how to research it,
yeah.
to be honest. So I don't know, just gross.
I
Just
mean, if for anybody who's tuning in on the live right now, or who's going to catch the replay, or who's going to listen to it, if you happen to know somebody who is considering getting into the hobby, or you know somebody who just got into it and they really don't know what direction they want to take uh their collecting habits, pull them to the side, take that person under your wing and run them through, the sports card collecting school of excellence based off what you know, because I can sit here and confidently say I don't know everything there is to know about the hobby. I'm learning something every day. If there's something that I don't know, I've got many of people I can reach out to who has been collecting before cards came out. I've got, individuals who are real heavy into it. So, I mean, the resources, the assistance, the help is out there. Go out and look for it. Don't impulse shop if you don't know what you're buying, because you wouldn't do it with a car.
and remember to try. I know there's trolls out there, but try to be nice. Go on that Facebook thing, sports card nonsense all the time, and like you could tell. I guess you can't always tell. There's some people that are just looking for arguments in the chat, but there's a new collector, and they'll ask like a basic question, something that's for us. We've been doing it a while. We're like, oh, that's this. How could you not know that? Well, if you're brand new, you don't know. Like, it's okay to just give a nice comment, be like, hey, this is where you can get some more information about it, or this is like, and then if they are a troll, just delete them, ignore it, kind of thing. It's people are so hard on each other. I feel like sometimes in sports card collecting, like we're just trying to have a good time, and
Yeah.
it's super popular right now, and kids are coming up. That this is why like Pokemon and those other trading card
Yu-Gi-Oh.
games are more popular because people are
Mm-hmm.
like more nice about that stuff. Or yeah, Marvel cards and stuff like that. Kids are more into that because it's like a lot of the older, like we're older and in sports cards. A lot of us are Maine,
Yeah.
and ain't nobody wants to do anything with that. So all right, I got a fun one coming up now. This came up on the Collect website, and I thought it was kind of cool. Ranking the 10 most important sports cards of the 90s. Love me some 90s.
Oh
And
yeah.
there were some good baseball cards on it. There's going to be basketball and football. It's the 90s, but I had to share. They've got this Michael Jordan Precious Metal Gems card on there at number
Love
one.
me some PMGs.
Super cool, super cool. Kobe Bryant Chrome. That's a really cool card too. But first one for the baseball card here, we got the 1993 SP Derek Jeter foil. Uh, it is a really like cool card. That when I think of Derek Jeter, this is the iconic card I think of his. I know during COVID times, this thing was just unattainable for a reasonable price. It's still a really expensive card. Even probably raw is a cheaper way to get it, but everybody wants things graded because to be authenticated. But you can get one. It doesn't have to be a PSA 10 or a SGC 10 to
Yeah.
enjoy.
I mean, I was able to get my hands on a PSA 6 of this.
Hmm.
I enjoyed it for a little while. It worn out its welcome. I found a new home for it.
I did it go to my sister?
Yes,
Did
it
she buy
did.
it? Yeah. And
No, no, no. There was no purchase required.
I was gonna say you just sent it. I can't remember, but
Yeah.
yeah. The, can't go wrong there. The 1990 tops, no name on front, Frank Thomas. I would love to see one of these in person. I gotta go to like a card show, like the National or something someday to see this.
Yeah.
You can get 1990s tops like pretty cheap to rip
Hmm.
still, and I know there's some channels that like are like searching for this card, but how cool! Like I would lose my mind if I opened a pack and came across this card. So I definitely think this deserved a spot in the 1990s list here. We got the Tiger Woods Sports Illustrated for kids. Oh my God, I have this card. I love
So
this
do
card.
I.
I don't know. When I was a kid too, like to be able to pull this out of a pack. Oh my God. The 1990 score, Bo Jackson, like black and white photo. He's got the football pad, shoulder pads on and the bat.
Yeah.
I just recently saw he's doing a signing and he won't sign this card. I so I because it's so iconic, I guess, or maybe there's something to that signing that I don't know anything about, but I dig it. That's definitely deserving to be on this list. We've got the Shaquille O'Neal Beam Team card. That's sick. We got Peyton Manning playoff contenders. And look at who made the list. The 1994 SP foil Alex Rodriguez card. I have this card in a PSA 6 in my stash. Might have picked it up from a friend of mine.
Yep, I've got that also. In a 9.
Yeah. Oh, this one's a die cut.
Yeah.
Was it a die cut?
The one you have? No, it's the
Nope.
actual regular card.
Okay, cool. So, cool one there. And then the last one they had on the list was an Allen Iverson. All right. Any snubs? Let me know in the comments. Is there anything in the 1990 list there that should have been? I maybe an elite, one of the elite cards, or maybe like there's the Ken Griffey Jr. with Mickey Mantle card, and the autograph. Could that's from the 90s, right? Yeah, that's from the 90s. That was
Or what about those, those oddball SPs, if you will, like the one card that had the Menendez brothers. That's one.
oh yeah,
There's a Jeter card that's got Santa on one side, Mick on the other in the
that's
dugout.
that's early 2000s though. I think. I
It's
think
still in the junk wax era.
era. But this, well, we're talking about 90s. That's why I was trying to think in the during the 90s period of time there. There's got to be some maybe from Topps Finest. What year? Topps Finest refractors or there's King Griffey's not on this list,
Yeah.
which I think is interesting.
Maybe a Chipper Jones rookie somewhere out there.
Yeah, that's true too. Chipper Jones was 90, same as Jeter, right? 93 as well.
93, yep.
So, yeah. So, anyways,
To think nobody was looking for junk wax stuff way back then, or when the hobby resurfaced, but now we're bringing up gems from the 90s.
oh yeah,
Go
So,
figure.
I've got packs of 90s stuff here that sometimes I open to see, like, if you can gem a card from the 90s, they're worth some money because they're so hard to gem. They're all off center. The corners, there's always a corner. Things that like it's tough. So if you get one of these cards in a 10, I can
Yeah.
see why it's valuable. I think that oh, this was gonna be our big topic in the banter tonight.
Okay.
There's been a lot of news stories on cards, autograph cards with fake autos on them. The messy auto autos not being authentic, and
I mean,
then
bad enough we got crappy ones. Now we're gonna have to deal with fake ones.
the Frank Gore Jr. Are those fake? Or did he just do a crappy job? Because that video where the guy's going up and asking him what's up, he's like, "Oh, that's not me." I don't know. What? I'll let you go first. I'll let you go
I
first.
mean, there are some videos floating out there where said player was approached about a certain card, and he's like, "I didn't sign that." Okay, so if you didn't sign it, who did?
Exactly. And the messy cards that are in tops, like high end tops, like soccer stuff.
Yeah.
What's going on, dude?
And I
What's going
mean,
on,
I
Top?
know there are some players out there where, you know, if they've established that rapport with Tops or Panini or whatever, you know, they'll go ahead and send them a roll of stickers to sign, or they'll send them a couple of hundred cards to sign. He'll sign maybe the first 10, maybe 20, but then the wife would get in on it. Maybe a relative would get in on it. Hell, I've heard stories where a player's agent had to hand jam a few 101s out of fives, things of that nature.
For how much people are paying for things, it's completely unacceptable.
Yeah.
I, and so, they say it witnessed by a Topps representative on some of them, maybe not all of them, but like the sticker ones you were talking about. I was thinking about that. Like maybe they send them to the player. Maybe now they've got to have like a video showing them signing it,
Yeah.
like to submit or something.
I mean, hell, right now we've got there's former players who have been out of the game now for a few years where they do autograph sessions, and they're still, you could see the video posted. They got a nice little system. You got one person handing the memorabilia. You got the player signing it. He hands it off to another one who packages it up. Rinse and repeat. At least you can see those players actually are passionate about what they're doing, and they know the importance behind it. Whereas you got these new kids, not gonna mention Jackson Merrill, but some folks be like, "Oh, this is flagship. It's just getting a J," or "Honey, can you just write J's on all these?" I mean, it makes no sense.
Do you know anything about what they're doing with those fake messy autos? Like what Topps is doing about it?
They they're more than likely, if you make a complaint, they're gonna have you send in that card, and they'll probably send you a legit, authentic auto of said player of equal value.
If they make a complaint.
If they make a complaint, yes.
There's a comment that was made in our live stream here, and someday some of the stuff that's happening, like with fake autos and stuff like that, it's gonna piss off somebody with a lot of money, and somebody's gonna get sued.
Yeah.
So that's what I think about that, with how much money people are spending on all this stuff to open. It's like, I don't know, it's ridiculous. But yeah, that's that's what I got for banter today, Battle. You got anything else you want to let the people know?
No, just if we are going live tomorrow in the extra innings, bring the same energy that you're bringing in now to the extra innings tomorrow. We could actually sit down and actually have a full-on conversation about it, and you could tell me how you really feel. I'll tell you how I really feel, and we'll just hash it out like some grown adults.
Yeah, that's all we have for the Baseball Card Junkies podcast tonight, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us live or listening to us on your favorite podcast format. Have a great rest of your weekend. Later.